Welcome to the FTP support YouTube channel. This video is going to go over how to log into our FTP server and download the Hannity Morning Minute vignettes. We're going to cover that two different ways. We're going to go through Windows or File Explorer, and we're also going to go through Filezilla FTP client. So first off, before we get started with the FTP downloaded, if any of you are watching this video and you are a next-gen user and you're coming off of XDS and you want to know what carts this particular method will deliver into, here are those values. We are in the production tab. We are in the shows category. It's 917.985 through 917.989, one a day, and those will update daily with our afternoon send. We will be sending this via WANcast and also posting to our FTP server sometime between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Pacific time every day for the next business day air. So for Monday's file, you guys will get that Friday afternoon Pacific time. And those are the carts for next-gen users. But back to our FTP download. You're going to get an email from us. It's going to look something like this. And there's two pieces to point out. The first is the embedded link up top. This has your username, your password, and the full path all the way into your station folder. You guys will have station folder with the call letters that are on the contract. In this case, we're using test FM for our video. So we're going to highlight that whole thing. We're going to right click and we're going to copy. We're going to bring up Windows Explorer. Now if you do not have the manila file folder pinned to your taskbar, you can right click the start menu, go to open Windows Explorer. You can hold down the Windows key and the letter E, and you can also go the long way, programs, accessories, and you can explore any of these file folders and it will open up for you. Click anywhere in here in the address bar, right click and paste. Go ahead and hit enter, and then we'll log you into our server and into your station folder, and we'll show you the content of the current content of that folder. For today, we have, this being Thursday afternoon, we've got all 5 files for the week in there. These file names are static. In case you're wondering, here is the outline. So they're sequential and chronological order. 917.985 is for Monday, 86 is Tuesday, on up to 89 for Friday. So again, there's the specific day of air and the file name that they correspond with. That will not change. Notice over here on the right hand side you see a date modified. This is the key, one of the key values to look at. If we come around next week and you still see a week old date modified, you do not have the current folder, or you're not looking at it. That could be a cached value. You can hit F5 to refresh, Control and F5 to hard refresh, and either of those things will give you the most current version of all files that are posted in your folder. So to download, you can highlight a file, right click, copy to folder, select your destination, and OK. Or you can go ahead and open said folder, click and drag, or you can highlight a range of files, right click, copy, over here on our destination, right click and paste. You can use the shortcut keys Control and C to copy, or Control and V as in Victor to paste. Any of those functions will perform the same task. So let's delete these, but that is all you need to know to download files from our FTP server via Windows Explorer. So let's minimize all this. We're going to show you Filezilla. This is the FTP client software we recommend. If you don't have one already, we do so because it's free. It's available at filezilla-project.org. You're going to want to download and install the client version of the program, not the server version. The client version is what you want. It's available for Mac and for Windows. And one of the things that's nice about this is we can come here to our embedded link, again, highlight the whole thing, right click and copy. We can right click in the host box of the quick connect bar, paste, and hit enter, and Filezilla will automatically parse out all of the information that we need and log us into the server, browse into our station folder, and show us on the right hand side the remote site is the server, the files that are posted in our folder. On the left hand side you see the local site, that is the folder you are downloading to. Couple different ways you can download from our server to your local folder. Again, you can click and drag right to left, or you can click any file, right click, add to queue, go up to the transfer menu, process queue, and it will go ahead and download anything you've told it to download. You can do a range of files the same way. Notice when I process queue, it's going to show me that I've already got it in there, and it'll give you some action options. In this case, I'm going to skip, and while I was skipping the files that existed, it went ahead and started to download the files that it knew were not already there. That's how you can download quickly via Filezilla. One of the things you can also do with Filezilla is set yourself up a profile in Site Manager to come back. Once we're in Site Manager, we're going to hit New Site. You can type this whatever you want, or title this whatever you want. I'm going to do Hannity Morning Update. The host, ftp.premiere-networks.com. Encryption can be left alone. Logon type is normal. Enter our username and our password from our email. We're going to, down here in the comment box, enter your password in plain text. That way if you lose the email, you need to come back and maybe log in on another computer where you might not have Filezilla, and enter this information into another configuration. You'll have that plain text password for yourself. In the Advanced tab, you can set up default and local and remote directories. In my case, I like to download to my temporary folder on my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And for my remote directory, I'm going to go ahead and enter in everything that's after .com in the path. So if I bring up my email address, what I'm looking for here is everything after .com right here. So I want Sean Hannity. And what that will do is have Filezilla log into the server and automatically browse down to my specific station folder for myself. I'm going to hit OK, and let's close Filezilla so we look at it next time we come in. We can go to File and Site Manager, or we can use the drop down menu, and it goes into Site Manager. Select, wrong one. We want to select Hannity Morning Update, and it will, let me do this again, let me disconnect. Let's change our local site here just to show you what it does. So if we go to drop down Hannity Morning Minute, see how it automatically changes to my default local folder, my default remote folder, and I can go ahead and proceed with the download from there. So that'd be how you could use Filezilla. We do recommend FTP client software if you're going to come back in here every day. It just makes your life a lot easier, and you get away from some of the pitfalls of temporary caching and temporary file usage that Windows does automatically. If you choose to use File Explorer or Windows Explorer all the time, one of the things you can do is map your folder to your computer. You can do this by right-clicking on Computer or this PC or whatever your host name is right here. Add a network location. Next. Next again. We're going to paste the entire embedded link. Username, password, everything in there. Hit Next. You can name this again whatever you want. And hit Next. Go ahead and finish. And what that does is over on the left hand side you see it saves this folder as a networked location. We're going to right click, send to desktop, create a shortcut, and if I look on my desktop here I have Hannity Morning Minute shortcut, so the next time I need to go in and check my folder I can just double click on my shortcut. It will log me into the server and show me what files are posted, and I can change my view here, look at the date modified, and proceed with my download. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, if you're missing content, if you need anything from us, email address ftp@premierenetworks.com. Again, ftp@premiere, P-R-E-M-I-E-R-E, networks.com. Thank you.